Hey, you ain't got no time to lose. Your daily affirmation is, I choose to make each and every day of my life a Wednesday. So the number one question I keep getting over and over again, they say, Fry, how could I win my toughest battles this year? And my answer is this: same way you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. You got to take it 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 day at a time. But the number one thing you're going to have to conquer this year is the inner battle. Yeah, better get your dukes up, because that battle between you and yourself, it's a barn burner. It is so hard to overcome simply ourselves. Most of the things that we get ourselves into is because of us. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know you shouldn't have did that, but you did it anyway. You told yourself that's not right for you, but you did it anyway. So you got to conquer you. If you can at least be 70%, you ain't going to win every battle. None of us do. You're going to say you're going to work out and you not. You're going to say you're going to eat healthy and you not. You're going to say you're going to do this and you not. You just have to find a way 70% of the time to defeat yourself. So one thing I do is I put in preventative or assurance measures. Or I should say, at least I try to put in preventative or assurance measures. So I told myself I'm going to start eating more healthy. I want to eat more fruits and things like that, and I got this doggone fruit bowl. So instead of having candy in the fruit bowl like I used to, don't be like me, I make sure that on my desk is a fruit bowl and actually has fruit in it. So when I want a snack, I'm going to grab something healthy. That's what we call an assurance measure. You're hungry, but it's something right in arm's length that's going to be healthy. Same thing if you go into the mall, take in the amount of cash you want to spend, leave the cards and everything else elsewhere. It's going to help you win that battle of you versus you. Put in preventative, put in assurance measures to help you beat yourself. Sometimes it's got to be a strategy. The second thing you're going to have to conquer, them doggone relationships. Whoo. Relationships will make or break you. You already know that. You've been through it, got through it, and you're right back into it again. The best relationships are those that are two people that come together in the confines of self-love and they unite as one. But unfortunately, most of the relationships, somebody wants to dominate the other person, and it affects everything you do each and every day. So I need you to find a way to know your value, to know your worth. Don't you understand the value of you? It never changes. You got to think of yourself as a high-end item. Your value never changes. Do not allow anybody to lower the standard of you this year. And when they do, you simply say, you know what? No disrespect, but I'm not accepting that anymore. And if you can't find a way to respect me, then I'm going to respectfully remove myself from this situation. I'm going to remove myself from this relationship. It's not easy. You might have to come up with an exit strategy and take your time and do it, but you know when it's not right. Your entire year is going to be horrible if you find yourself each and every day in a miserable relationship. So I need you to know your value, know your worth, and find your way out of it. And the third thing you have to conquer, and you have absolutely no control over it, is the miscellaneous things that can happen on a daily basis. I always say life will put a foot up in your situation, and it don't care about your status or your occupation. That miscellaneous is everything's going great, and then boom, you get a phone call, something happened. Everything's going great, then boom, something happens right in your face. It happens directly to you or somebody that you know, and you got to be strong enough to deal with it. So yeah, my advice for you, stay mentally prepared. Stay ready for anything that can happen, because it will. But I want you to understand, tough times don't last, tough people do. And when that happens to you, you are strong enough to overcome it. You just got to change the mindset, change the perspective, and realize that things will happen. And they're going to happen when you least expect them. And they ain't going to happen when you want them to happen. You're going to think everything is rosy and everything is sunshine, but it's not. Because life don't care. Life plays by its own set of rules, and life is not on your timeline. It's on its own timeline. And all you can do is stay mentally ready and mentally prepared for anything that comes your way this year, next year, any year that you find yourself still breathing. Just know that you can come back. And if you fall down, you will quickly push yourself back up, because that's what champions like you do. You're an unbreakable force, an unbreakable spirit. So if you follow these tips and use these strategies, you will overcome your toughest battles this year and find yourself climbing over any hump you ever face and make each and every day of your life a Wednesday. This is a great day to win. Let's go.